Good evening, Speed Gaming 2, and welcome to this presentation of the Super Metroid 2024 Mystery Tournament. It's a mystery because we won't know the settings until we get into the seed, and figuring out the settings is something that me and Incompetent Perfectionist are going to try to do. I am JXB Adam. I am both a commentator and your tracker tonight, so please mock me relentlessly when I mess up tracking. I am joined in the booth by Incompetent Perfectionist. Incompetent. We got Salty on the left, Iron Rusty on the right. How are you?
I am good. I didn't know you were also tracking. That's awesome. All right. Well, yeah, good on you. Multitasker, huh?
Yeah, it's just like walking and chewing bubblegum at the same time. I'm about to fall on my face. It'll be great.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, nice. Awesome. Yeah, I'm psyched for this. Salty, as we all know, is someone that I have met before in the game here. And Iron Rusty is pretty well established, amazing runner in the community. So we have two people going up here, and hopefully we're gonna have a really cool race. I can't wait to see what happens, because with the mystery settings, kind of anything can. Well, not anything, but
well, anything as long as it's part of the settings that have been randomized. And we certainly hope to see not only great runs by both of these runners, but hopefully a very exciting race.
Yeah, absolutely. I always root for the close race, no matter who's running.
That's what I always want to see. I mean, I've seen one so far this tournament. Will we see another tonight? Let's find out. It looks like we have starter charge.
Yep, that 20 over there says that the charge beam only does 20 damage, which only happens when you have a starter charge. So it could be the progressive, or it could be the one-shot charge that gives you triple damage. We'll see if they find a charge.
Yep, if they find a charge upgrade, it'll either double or triple their damage, and that's how we'll know. We also see there are no numbers in the top right, so we are not in full countdown. So it's either major, minor, or Chozo.
Yeah, and we'll get some info on that in a sec, but maybe won't tell us enough. We'll have to see.
I'm thinking it's probably Morph Ball on the pedestal. What do you think?
Yeah, probably so, but it actually could be not if it is major, minor. If it's Chozo, it has to be. But if it's major, minor, we could see an E-Tank, for example.
Minor.
Yeah,
here we
go. There you go. Yeah, major, minor.
Yep.
No Morph Ball.
Yeah, so that means our Morph Ball is going to be hiding over here in the taco tank spot, I believe.
Yeah, definitely has to. It's the only thing open logically.
All right, let's see these D-boosts. Iron Rusty gets it on the first try.
Boom. Come on, Salty, you got this. Come on, Salty, you got this. First try. Nice.
That was the second try. I like it. And we've got super missiles back here behind Billy Mays' shaft.
Nice. Yeah, I think...
Or beta missiles, I think that's called.
I think we're going to leave Billy Mays' shaft alone today and just head on out, because major, minor, there's really no reason to go up there.
Not at all.
And full countdown.
Yeah, and we've got missiles over here at the Alpha missiles, big surprise, which means we don't have explosives, so we wouldn't be able to check Billy Mays even if we wanted to. Some of the other settings that we might run into, we may have area randomization. We won't know until we hit an area transition. Without power bombs, we won't be checking the meme route. We're not going to be checking under Old Mother Brain, which we may or may not have done anyway, given it's just a minor down there in major, minor.
I would, if I could, if I didn't have everything yet. Like if you're looking for supers or whatever, if like the other major had been bombs, for example, or screw attack, you could check it, hoping to grab a pack of power bombs or super missiles for, you know, your other opponent who might not check that.
Absolutely. Not a terrible idea to do. Creating divergence, that is actually one of the main goals of the Dash Randomizer, is to give runners additional ways of completing a seed, hoping to generate faster seeds and more exciting races. And so now we're going to go down to, I think Bomb Chorizo is our only open check, which means this has to be explosives, or it could potentially be screw or speed. Yeah.
Some way to get through those blocks that Salty was just walking by. There they are.
Oh boy, chat. We get a Bomb Chorizo fight. Let's go.
Bonus boss battle. Will they survive? Question marks. Tune in right now to find out that yes, they will both definitely survive, especially with super missiles.
Yeah, it's difficult to take out BT without super missiles, I'll tell you that. Super missiles make this fight easy.
It's definitely a lot easier with supers for sure.
So now the next question is, what boss mode do you think we're going to have tonight?
Oof, yeah. I'm going to go shuffled.
No surprise?
Yeah, I haven't seen that many surprises, honestly, so I can't really put my money on it. Like, in the tournament, I haven't seen as many surprises as I would have expected. And I don't get them in my practice as much as I would like either. Honestly.
Yeah, the odds of getting surprise boss for chat is 10%. So 90% of the time, we're either going to be vanilla, shifted, or shuffled. Shuffled, just what you think. Oh, there's our charge upgrade. Let's see what happens. Terminator holding the goods.
Yep.
And it triples.
That's it. That's the only charge. That's a proper charge meme now.
In the meantime, we have Iron Rusty going up here to Gauntlet. Area transitions, vanilla.
Ooh, not map rando, huh? That is interesting. That's going to maybe give Salty a little edge. I don't know if Rusty would be up here if he knew it was a vanilla map.
Maybe. There is a major back here. Now, suit restrictions are on, so this major cannot be a suit. However, it could be a movement item, such as speed booster, high jump, or even space jump, screw attack, and yapping mod trying to say, we gonna take you down.
On Rusty.
Good super missile to get out of that. Great awareness.
Wow, yeah. I probably wouldn't not even thought of it.
Oh, it's shiny. We pick it up. We got a reserve tank, folks.
And Salty picking up the Spood Beaster. I mean, I gotta say, like, you know, I think Rusty has the and the pack of power bombs. That's nice. Rusty may have the advantage just in terms of like stats or whatever, but like Salty is really sort of getting ahead of things right now. If he can keep it up, he might have a shot.
Oh, it's randomizer. Any given seed, incompetent perfectionist. Any given seed, anyone can win a randomizer. As long as you have a little bit of proficiency in the game, and Salty definitely has proficiency in the game. This Gauntlet, showing that Gauntlet does have teeth. Look at Rusty, even with that extra E-tank, down to 33 health.
Yeah, that's rough. I've been there. I know that game.
Let's see if the backup Gauntlet has an E-tank to help Rusty. No, but supers will take them.
Nice, yeah. Really hoping for some power bombs.
Wait,
I'm guessing there.
Why didn't you correct me? There can't be an E-tank there. This is major minor.
Wait, I didn't hear what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Major minor. There's something.
Just ignore me. No, there won't be an E-tank behind Gauntlet here in major minor. It'll just be two minors.
I was looking at where Salty was, like where he's going there. What is a major?
Yeah, Edicunes. And there's the charge beam pickup for Rusty.
All right. Yeah, I thought Rusty would be hoping for power bombs more than an E-tank coming to the back of Gauntlet. Like if you're gonna do the first half, and then if you can just get through the rest of it, like, you know, it's worth checking. But there he goes. He sees that vanilla door.
Yep, pops it open, and we'll be back later for that. Let's see if Rusty takes a moment to farm the Kagos. No, just right on by him. Let's go.
20% strats now. Just go.
Also, chat wants to know if we'd be surprised to see surprise.
So good.
Yes, absolutely. I will be surprised to see surprise, and so will the runners.
That's why it's called surprise.
Yep, we've got Iron Rusty coming back here to the Bryn Reserve, about to pick up that Spood Beaster, as I believe we're supposed to call it.
That's what I always call it. Yep. And there it is. It's a beautiful thing to see this early in the race, especially. power up. Boots and Spood are two most welcome early game sites for me.
Okay, this is interesting. Salty going and
Oh.
opening up. That did
Why?
open up the spores for the back of Spospo, but maybe decided not to go.
I think he was thinking Chozo mode for a second, and then he was like, wait, this isn't Chozo, never mind. Yeah, take another tank.
Another E-tank. E-tanks good. E-tanks keep you alive.
Yep. I mean, you got to have at least 3, so that's required, actually, at this point.
Oh, and with the speed booster, Salty, very good awareness to come down here and check waterway.
I would have totally forgot, and then I would have been mad later. I would have been the "you mad bro" meme at myself.
And I would have been like, nope, I'm not mad because I somehow survived still.
I'm just sad I didn't get to see the beautiful waterway. It's a really wonderful place to visit. That's why I always walk through it so slowly, because it's just nice.
Yeah, and we can see this is not an easy wall jump to get out of the water.
Yeah, there's
a little easier with speed booster off.
Yeah, there's like a rhythm to getting above it there. It's kind of annoying to get down.
All right, chat, you still have time to get in a prediction, I believe. Maybe, unless the prediction disappeared.
Is he abandoning? I think he's abandoning it. Just like, nah.
Oh, that's unfortunate. This was quite the time sink to not be able to see that item.
Yeah, but I understand when you get to a point you're like, well, I can sink more time into this, or just it's one check and just roll the dice. Yeah, I respect the strategy.
Oh, absolutely. You only want to spend so much time, unless you're like me, and I will get that trick if it takes me 45 minutes in my seed.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going up here to wave gate, though, too.
Yeah, we've got Rusty just about to enter, so nice high five by our runners right here.
Yeah. What's Salty? Oh, man.
All right, Rusty has got it, so has Salty, both of them. Oh, no, Salty didn't get it. Uh-oh, and gets the door. It's the ice beam.
All right, well, good to know if Salty has to abandon it. It's not the end of the world until it keeps him out of Meridia or something like that, but, you know.
Well, even
not
though,
very,
I mean, as long as you get the gravity suit, we have speed booster. We have a way through the bot moon hallway.
Oh, right, true, yeah. Yeah, good point. I wasn't thinking.
That's all right. Usually I'm accused of not thinking.
Oh, well, I got you covered tonight with that. You know,
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
And I anticipate Rusty's, that power bomb going off there. Rusty's going to go down and check waterway as well.
Okay, so we will get to see it.
Yeah, this early in the game, I like to call the ice beam the shoot everything twice beam, because every shot is going to just freeze things, and then you got to shoot it again.
Yeah. And if you're going to do anything suitless, you better turn it off before you go anywhere where you're going to need to farm, because it's just a nightmare.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players, and you see Rusty just gets that jump first try. And what do we have back here?
Oh,
X-ray.
All right. Well, I mean, gotta say, Salty made the right choice. If he didn't get it first try, like, you know, then bailing was fine.
This is one of the items that's not going to punish Rusty too bad, unless the plasma beam shows up early, and then that's going to make a few of these boss fights much easier for Rusty as opposed to Salty.
Definitely. Ooh, I thought Salty was out of supers. I'm glad he held on to. Oh,
and did you save Aria?
I just did, yeah. Commentator's blessing. 10 minutes in the past. Is it predicting the future if the future is 10 minutes old? It's like a question for a... do we have a philosopher on staff here? We have a question that needs answered.
ICP, I'm a stand-up philosopher.
Stand-up philosopher, nice. Are you going to do a philosophical sitcom someday?
Not at all. So that's actually from Mel Brooks' History of the World Part 2. It's a movie reference. You might have known that already, and I just look like a fool for explaining it, but there's going to be at least one person. Yeah, I have a falafel. That's good. Like falafels. Here's Kraid by Salty. And one thing to keep in mind, with that Varia suit being at Spazer, neither of our runners is going to miss that.
Yeah, that's not a check that's getting skipped.
Nope. Really, it's kind of unfortunate because if there is a skill differential, and as we saw with Waterway, there is a slight skill differential between Iron Rusty and Salty. Divergence and a terrible location for an item can really help the player who's just slightly less skilled.
Yeah, and that's why like the Waterway check for Salt, he would have done better to have just forgotten about it, because like if he had just forgotten about it, he would be like at the boss by now, and like that would be a pretty solid little chunk of lead to hold on to. But like, I mean, he's still got a little one. He's still hanging on there, and you know, we'll see what happens.
Exactly, and let's see, what's a good thing here? Salty about to go in. Salty did take a save, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, because this could be very dangerous.
Yeah, it could be anyone.
There could be a riddles back here.
Yeah.
And the riddle would be, you're not going to live very long. But it's Fantoon, and it's marked as Kraid, so we are in shifted bosses.
Shifted. Yep. All right. So that means this will open the closet, but not the ship. So when Salty kills Fantoon, assuming that's how it goes down, Kraid's closet will be open, but the ship will still be off. Yeah, they'll have to kill whatever boss is at the ship to get the ship back. Yeah, and still could be surprise. We could still get surprised by surprise. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
Yeah, we're either shifted or surprised now, though. We are no longer vanilla. Fantoon doesn't live in Kraid's warehouse. Thank goodness.
Alright.
Alright, Rusty making his way over here to what we know to be Fantoon.
I think maybe Kraid is just on summer vacation and he asked Fantoon to come over and water his Federation corpses. And
that could be. I mean, it's a solid plan. I think we got an enrage.
Nintendo Power Strats.
No, very good Nintendo Power Strats, but also very good to hold that charge for that pseudo screw.
Yeah.
Tried to get all the flames for the drops. Yeah, just get your pseudo screw going. There you go.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health in the various suit too, so I think he'd be all right.
Yeah.
Now, seriously, Nintendo Power Strat it. You just need like one more super in that boy. Yeah.
Yeah, he's gone now. Yeah. All right, Ghost busted for Salty as Iron Rusty is beginning the Ghost with the most resets fight. I mean, wouldn't that be like horrific muscle memory if you were like a vanilla runner? You get into Fantoon, you get a bad pattern, and you just reset it automatically. I guess it wouldn't be too super terrible because they both did take a save because of the potential of Ridley, but still,
it would just be embarrassing.
So something I would do.
Something anyone could do, honestly. There was I think there was like I forget who did the video, but there's a video about a Super or Mario Kart record where it was a trick that's like almost impossible to ever get, and he got the trick and then just reset it real fast because that's what he'd done 400,000 times before trying to get the trick. And he like got the trick and then reset, and it was like, no, like it's just like heartbreaking.
And here's a space jump in Kraid's closet.
We'll take it. And what was behind? I didn't know. I was too busy yapping.
There's nothing behind.
There's nothing behind. Right? Yeah. That's why there was nothing. All right.
And
so space jump is the reward here.
We got Gainax reminding us that it could still be surprise. Absolutely. It definitely could be. I spoke way too soon, as I usually do.
Shifted surprise. That's where we're at. So this is a major minor, starter charge, full charge beam, either shifted or surprise, seed, vanilla map. I think, is that all the variables we're working with here? I think that's it. Or there is something about maybe the heat reduction on the gravity suit or something.
Yeah, there's the possibility that there's a 25% heat reduction for the gravity suit without
And
Varia, but we already have Varia, so we will never know if that rolled on or not.
Yeah, unimportant at this point. The question everyone's been dying to know: will the gravity suit have heat reduction?
We're not finding out this seed.
No.
Sorry, ICB.
Cruel world. Cruel, cruel world. All right, more power bombs. That's good.
15, that's the magic number, especially since I don't believe Salty got through the wave gate to pick up the ice beam.
No, yeah, I don't think he's done that yet.
Well, he tried till he ran out of supers, farmed a little bit, and then decided to bail, which I do believe is objectively the right decision.
Boom.
Remembers having speed booster, going to ice.
Yeah.
Very good, very good.
I would have forgot.
Iron Rusty getting ready to check the high jump location. I believe it's an E-tank. There it is.
Nice power bomb there. Pro move power bomb placement.
Ice beam location. We get the spring ball. We can bouncy bounce.
Bouncy bounce.
You know what spring ball and speed booster mean, right? Or spood beaster. You don't? Ah, so for anyone in the know, that means blue bomber is in play during the escape. All right, we've got Salty Pigeon coming out of Ice Beam, going down Crumble Shaft, presumably to go visit our good friend Crocomire, as Iron Rusty is moving on to the Ice Beam check.
Yep. Now Rusty's gonna bouncy bounce, and Salty's running real fast. Go say hi to Croc. Nah, just kidding. There could be something good there.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fight. I think Salty's heading over, gonna check Bubble Mountain first.
Yeah. If you already had plasma or something, it might be worth a quick pop in and see the E-tank.
Yeah, that right side item over the acid, definitely pretty fast to check if you have charged plasma. Salty having a little bit of trouble getting up here. Maybe should consider just missiling these pirates down.
Yeah. Yeah, what chat's saying now, Hefe01, is what I was thinking, is ice and spring ball means suitless Meridia if we find any booties lying around. Gotta have the booties. Can't do it without booties, but you know, ice and spring ball are. If we see grapple too, even more.
Oh, did you see that from Rusty? Using X-ray tech instead of the power bomb to get up in Bubble Mountain from below by freezing the Geemer. All right, we got space jump. That makes the Norfair reserve check much easier. It is the grapple beam.
Yeah. If we find some booties over here at speed or wave, I'm calling it. It's suitless time.
Suitless time. Well, suitless not ever required, but certainly a treat for us to see.
I don't think that's true. I think it can be required.
Oh, you know what? You are right. You know, you see me, I watch too many of the beginner tournaments where rookies like me won't ever be required to do that.
Yeah, it usually is potentially required in the tournaments I've seen at this level, at least.
Yep, once again, I'm wrong. So chat, feel free to keep track of, and I like to call it the Adam's Wrong counter. Feel free to keep track of that for me. And also you can keep track of when I mismark things on the tracker. Please do let me know if I make a mistake there.
But yeah, that's what I was actually going to say, is you shouldn't be apologizing for anything because you're tracking the crap out of this race and really doing a great job, and the tracker looks perfect as far as I can see. And no one's complaining about it in chat, so it probably is perfect, or else people definitely would complain. So, you know, hats off to you.
Not complaining. They're simply helping us do a better job. That's all.
Absolutely, absolutely. The Council of Elders, as I think of chat in these matches usually.
Chat, the second favorite MVPs, because they usually know a lot more than the combined knowledge of the commentators. And, you know, I'll sound like I'm tooting my own horn, but trackers are the MVPs. Because without trackers, there's no restream, unfortunately.
Definitely.
Energy so
tank.
That's a neat thing. I've got the wrong boss down, but because it's shifted or surprised, they've beaten the boss for the Kraid area. That's why I marked Kraid down. And Cranop, you'd like to lodge a complaint? Go ahead. I am astutely ignoring whatever you type in chat for a few seconds.
All right. Well, while Adam continues ignoring and refusing to authorize questions in chat, I will say we got missiles at wave. Rusty's about to show us what else we got here.
Another E-tank. Yeah. More E, more better. You stay alive with E.
Gotta have it.
And I think that puts Rusty at enough E to be able to do the stand-up glitch, unless I'm incorrect as usual.
I think it's 7, actually. Could be wrong.
Okay. What is major minor? My apologies that we missed that question. So major minor means that the major items are all shuffled amongst the major item locations. So when you get to the morph ball pedestal, you'll find a major item. Doesn't have to necessarily be morph. Much like we just saw at the wave beam location, we found an E-tank. Minor, all the minor items are also shuffled, but the way the minor items are shuffled is actually based on a percentage. Each minor item rolls based on that percentage, and so you could get all super missiles, minus a couple of packs that are required to be placed for power bombs and regular missiles, I believe.
Yeah, I think this settings has 2 different possible proportions of minors. Like it's like 1, 2, 3 or 2, 1, 1 or something like that. It's like how many missiles, the proportion of missiles to supers to power bombs or something. So it's like one of them you barely have enough supers and power bombs and mostly missiles, and the other one is like the normal sort of dash distribution.
That is correct, and I believe they are 50-50 on those for which one will roll on.
Yeah,
and
that makes sense.
I'm almost 100% guaranteed not to be able to tell. And oh no, Rusty has killed Croc. And uh-oh.
Oh,
it was time to bet on Croc. We
Yeah.
got the gravity, and it looks like Salty is leaving Upper Norfair. That is quite unfortunate.
Ooh, yeah. I did mention Croc earlier, didn't I? Yeah, I don't think I would have gone down, but apparently it was the right move.
Maybe not all the way down to the grapple beam location, but definitely that right E-tank location. And look at this, just bomb jumping in the air, just taunting Salty with a bomb jump, which is really just waiting for the cutscene. It's not a taunt, but that's okay.
And here's the sad thing: if Salty finds boots, he may think that Stootless is required, and that's a huge time sink too. And you can't do that going against someone who's fast like Rusty.
So I will say one thing: Suitless Meridia, if you are really good at it, is not as slow as you think.
True, but I just think in Salty's case, he doesn't have even that much time to the luxury of it, you know.
Yeah, and we see doing the X-ray check. Good idea. We've got space jump. We've got grapple. X-ray definitely in logic, as Iron Rusty's just going right down to Lore Norfair.
Like 10,000 E-tanks in Varia. No, come on.
6. 6. I'll help with that count. It's 6.
Oh yeah, no.
I dabble sometimes in Zelda 1, so I can usually count to 10, but that's about it. So once we get above 10 E-tanks, I won't be able to count it anymore. Salty, having checked the X-ray location, found a reserve tank, Rusty, on the elevator down, let's see if we're going to do a left turn down here and go check the GT item.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. That's a lot of supers. Oh, no.
A couple questions in chat. Where was Varia? It was at Spazer. Where was Ice Beam? That was at the Wave Gate in Fingerprint. And yes, I do realize those were both answered, but just in case, because sometimes I'm not paying attention to chat. I'm just listening to the people rambling on. And it does look like, oh, accidentally backed into the door. Gonna take a running start now, may as well, to be able to get fast pillars over here with the speed booster. In the meantime, right. Salty Pigeon going up to wreck ship, I believe, based on the location on the map.
I mean, if that's a fair enough place to look.
And Cranop said it perfectly. Suitless Meridia looks slow, is fast. Suitless Lower Norfair looks fast, is slow.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, anything in this game done by a high enough skilled runner looks just absolutely amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Salty is back to Criteria, about to hang a right over Moat to go to wreck ship as Iron Rusty is climbing in Amphitheater.
Yeah, we're gonna get to see a couple bosses here in a minute, I think. Lower Norfair and wreck ship bosses.
So the nice thing is, with that knowledge, we'll be able to say almost definitively what we've got.
Right, yeah. Surprise.
The problem is, yeah, surprise could look like shifted all the way until that last boss is oops double Ridley.
Oops all Ridleys. Nah, it's too bad.
Oh, you jest, but that could happen, and I'm positive that seed would become a legendary seed in the community.
I mean, you'd have to, like, they'd have to give you so much stuff before you, like, logically, like, for oops all Ridley.
I think it's just 6 packs of supers, an E-tank or 2, and Varia suit.
Yeah, or charging a good beam, like maybe charging plasma or charging wave even.
You're still gonna want Varia suit, even because Ridley without Varia suit, No,
I'm not saying
you're not beating Ridley without Varia suit unless you have a ton of tanks or you're good at the game. I mean, both are possibilities, and even people who are good at the game, 6, 7, 8 tanks minimum for Ridley without Varia.
It's a delicate balance, the E-tank ammo ecosystem of fighting Ridley. Nice little pseudo screw there from Rusty getting through that room.
Yeah, that was very, very nicely done. Gonna farm up here probably to 30 super missiles just in case Ridley's at home. Salty did take a save and double Fantoon. Guess what we have? Surprise, chat.
See, he was house sitting for Kraid.
And he rushed home to say hi to Salty.
It's like, I can't do it, but I'll send my twin. Salty's like, wait, didn't I just do this?
Like, oh man, do I have to do this guy again? This fight again? Oh no.
Alright, how much you want to bet that it's also Fantoon in Lower Norfair?
So at this point, I think it's a 1 in 4 chance.
Oh man, more Fantoon?
I mean, we could get the legendary quad Fantoon.
This seed is haunted.
But that also means if we do get a quad Fantoon, that there are some major items placed in minor item locations.
Yeah.
And we got Dragon and Lower Norfair, so
there
goes my Fantoon dream is dead. Oh, another Enraged by Salty.
Oh, come on, Salty, 2 in a row.
It's tough. With Fantoon, you have to count to 20, and I can't count past 10, so, no shame here.
Salty's not even a primate, he's a bird, so that's even harder. But yeah. It's too bad it wasn't all Fantoons, because then we could say the seed was haunted and I could write a creepypasta about the Super Metroid tournament rando where the ghost like, rah, I know your family or whatever, you know, like that's how it goes, isn't it? It's like, hey, you,
sure.
creepypasta lore. Oh, nice. Blue suit from
Bam.
Rusty. All right, what we got behind door number 1 here?
Door number 1.
Give us something tasty. Something tasty for Rusty.
Tasty E. Yummy yum. In the meantime,
Getting tired of that taste.
Salty has the ability to clear all of Rex's ship, and we know there is no gravity suit to be found here.
That will be a sad day. Can Surprise have multiples of the same majors too, since it has multiple bosses? Oh, that's too bad.
No. It's not Surprise all gravity suits. Salty skipping that E-tank. I'm a little surprised, given we're close to that magic stand-up number. And Rusty, look at this spark across Flower House.
Nice, yeah. That was good. I mean, honestly though, like Salty only has charge, and what are you gonna do? Stand up with 60 damage? You know, like what's the point? You know, like he can't really do. He'd have to find a couple of beams for it to even be worth the time. And at this point, we've seen so many E-tanks. I can see why he would just be like, enough. I mean, 6 is enough.
The best things that Salty can find here would be Plasma Beam and High Jump. Or maybe even Plasma and Screw Attack, giving a much easier lower warfare.
Screw could help him with the time, make up the time for sure. And a good beam, that's what I would say. More than High Jump, because I think High Jump is going to lead him to Suitless. Although, if he can do it well, then that might be actually the best thing. Because I just don't know what Salty's comfort level is with Suitless Meridian Attack, honestly.
Well, having seen 2 Fantoons, Salty now knows that there is the possibility, well, I guess Ridley there could be there anyway and shifted or shuffled. Yeah, and we're going to come up here and, there is that Plasma Beam.
Nice.
So I think we're going bowling.
Yeah, definitely.
In the meantime, Iron Rusty is at the exit of Lorne Warfare already. And yeah, for chat, I am not sure if they remove E-tanks or reserves or what happens when there's multiple Fantoons. I know when there's multiple extra bosses or multiple extras, like say 2 Dragons, for instance, one of the items, major item locations, will be replaced by a minor item, possibly a super missile, or just any minor item.
Okay. Right, that's interesting. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. I wonder if even 4 Fantoons is possible, because it would mess with the item distribution too much.
Well, if the major then gets shuffled, so imagine this craziness, the major getting shuffled into just a minor item location somewhere at random.
Yeah, that's like, oh, I didn't realize that could happen kind of thing. I could see someone getting real salty about that, as it were. Not necessarily salty, but I could see anyone getting salty.
I'd be, depending on what happened, well, I wouldn't know, because I probably couldn't get this far in the seed, as we have Iron Rusty coming out of Norfair, presumably for the last time.
Yeah, hopefully, knock on wood. Knock on Ridley's hollowed out skull that we left on the floor. Or no, it wasn't Ridley, it was
Dragon.
Yeah. Same thing, whatever. You know, either skull will work. Boom, break the tube. Let's go to the water world. Plasma beam for Salty. Got some damage. No X-ray though.
That's all right. That beam damage is way better than what Rusty has right now. Rusty most likely will be picking up some extra ammo packs to supplement the damage.
He's already surpassed a super missile damage level, which is sort of I always think about the the charge beams that way.
And there is that screw attack at the gravity location. Let's see if Salty goes back in for the E-Tank saying, no, thank you.
Crane, I do know that Salty is generally very pro reserve tank. I don't think he turned his back on one in this race. I bet he would have picked one up if he could, but you know, I appreciate the reserve tank love.
Did he turn one? Salty went to X-Ray, and X-Ray was a reserve tank.
Oh, you're right. Yeah,
totally ducked out of it.
All right, so I take it all back. Yeah, Salty's a reserve tank hater. So let's all say mean things about him real quick.
I'm really surprised because reserve tanks are shiny, and I thought shiny was attractive to pigeons.
Well, I do know all things being equal, but I can understand if you feel like, you know, you got to get ahead of someone like Rusty. You say, all right, well, I would love to pick it up, but I really just can't this time.
Yeah, I don't have that 12 seconds or whatever it takes to roll down, pick it up. We see Botwoon's item is just an E-Tank. Nice speed farm by Rusty.
Yeah, I like that chick. Nice. All right, where's Salty going now? Salty, wait, did he check the E-Tank at Wreck?
He did not. He bailed on that location, which
well, good. I mean, yeah,
it's a good skip, but he doesn't know it's a good skip. Hopefully the next stop for Salty will be Croc, and having that plasma beam, that really makes Croc a little more attractive.
Yes.
Okay, breaking the tube but not going up.
Yeah. All right, good call, Salty. He's like, the next time I come through here, I will have the gravity, the power of positive thinking. Is just like, I'm breaking this because I won't need to breathe underwater next time. I'll have my gravity suit.
And here's Kraid in East Meridia. So,
all right.
You know what we got? We got the rare Ridleyless seed. No Ridley this seed.
That is a crime amongst Super Metroid devs, because they put Ridley in every single game now for every possible reason. So it is insanely rare to have Ridleyless. Oh, there's the boots. Booties.
Well, now we're going fast and jumping high. In fact, Rusty has all the movement items now, as we do see Salty heading down to Croc, the objectively correct play at this point. That is good news for Salty.
Yeah.
However,
he's gonna be
down a whole Lower Norfair and in East Meridia, kind of not so good. But we get the walk the Croc. Let's go.
All right.
Also, not too bad on that jump across the Coliseum for Rusty.
Yeah,
nice. Space jump makes it fast, and here's the gravity suit.
Oh, I can just feel the hate.
Let's see if any supers are gonna hit this now.
Yeah, I would unload it.
Nope, don't even got time for that. Nobody's got time to waste supers.
Salty's a much nicer guy than me. He's just like, oh well, you know, whatever. All right, Audra, best
question
Metroid
in
game.
chat: why didn't they put Ridley in Metroid Prime Pinball? Are you sure they didn't?
I thought the best one was Federation Force, right? Am I right?
All right, so we've got Incompetent up here driving Division in the chat, which is awesome, maybe. In the meantime, Iron Rusty up at Redfish, leaving Meridia, all done there, going up to Wreck Ship to bust another ghost, which will be a surprise because I think Rusty's going to believe Ridley will be there.
Yeah, I would just expect it, yeah. Surprise! That's the name of the game, isn't it?
Super Metroid. Super Metroid's the name of the game. You're welcome, by the way.
Thank you. I've never heard of this game before. That's nice to know its name. I've always just called it the Jumpy Shoot Shoot game.
Jumpy Shoot Shoot. That's actually a great name for it, as we have Salty entering Lower Norfair. Let's go, Salty. As Iron Rusty up in Criteria, about to cross moat to get to the wrecked ship to bust his second Ghost of the Seed.
Nice. All right, Lower Norfair, Salty, let's do it. And wrecked ship, Rusty, let's also do it. Man, after practicing so many area randos, this vanilla map has got to feel really kind of weird. I've gotten like 1 vanilla in all my practices so far. And shout out to Audra, Mega Man, good call.
Yeah, that's the jumpy, jumpy, shoot, shoot game.
Yeah.
But it's also jumpy, jumpy, slide, slide, shoot, shoot.
Yeah. I think there's been a couple of jumpy, jumpy, shoot, shoots in the history of video games. Maybe 1 or 2.
I think, and this will be the last I say on it, but Quake 3 Arena, jumpy, jumpy, shoot, shoot.
I always pictured Quake as more walkie, shoot, shoot, but hey, what do I know?
Rusty discovering that Ridley's not here, man.
You're not here, bro.
And Salty through Amphitheater for the first time, heading on down to face the giant shrimp Dragon.
Yeah, that's, I mean, you're like, oh, but all right, sure. At this point, with the ammo he's got and all the suits, it's just like, all right, yeah. Don't, like, it's like, you can, like, Fantoon, if you just want to, like, you know, quit and, you know, just, like, forfeit, you know, I don't have to kill you, you could just leave. But I already killed you once. So
that would be hysterical if you could scare off a boss in one of these games, but no, that doesn't happen.
And like, to be fair, I have killed you countless times, and it almost never goes the other way at this point. That's Rusty talking, definitely not me. It definitely goes the other way plenty of times for me.
I haven't beat Fantoon in like 30 years.
Fantoon's just sitting there laughing at you. You better pick up a controller.
Quite possibly. I mean, Fantoon laughs at a lot of runners. That's the reason why he's called the ghost with the most resets. We've got Salty in Powerhouse. Rusty continuing to pummel Fantoon. Ooh,
yeah,
fast eye close cheats Rusty of the faster victory, but 1 super missile later, Fantoon is done.
And Salty's still preparing for a Ridley. Gotta do it. All right, you got 30. Are you gonna go more? Oh, nice. Like that confidence. I like to sometimes get a couple scumbag missed shot ones.
Also 43 missiles. That's a pretty large amount going in case you miss 1 super. But if you're like me and miss like 10, then it's problematic. Though also has charged plasma, so that's not terrible.
And grapple.
And grapple, as we all know, is the best weapon to never use on Ridley because it doesn't work.
Almost Salty.
All right, Rusty crossing the ocean.
There you
build
go,
with the tiers of K. Is it PKRD runners?
Yeah.
Crane up. I'm talking about something you said.
PRKD is the favored route now, I believe.
Oh, is it? PRKD?
So. Yeah.
I don't know. That's 4 letters that go in a lot of different combinations, and there's an
the
E
R and the
behind
K.
there.
Yeah. The R and the K can swap it up because some people do crate after Lower Norfair, or some that route I think is slightly faster, but it's a lot
with
harder.
all this ammo, Rusty just running right by the ship. No need for a ship refill when you've got 36, 40, 14.
Yeah.
And just mowing his way into Torian.
That is a good thing to remember in all the area seed practices, that you do not get a refill in Torian on a vanilla map. So it's good that Rusty has the ammo, because you are not getting that fun, cheap free refill.
Also does have Ice Beam, so that makes it a little bit easier. Ice Beam and bombs, so not as worried about the power bombs for the Metroids.
Right, true.
Oh, Fantoon's a big joker with them fast eye closes.
Rusty can probably speed Zeb skip as well if he chooses to, I would imagine. Although I'm not sure about that.
If I were a betting man, which I am not because I can't afford to lose anything ever, I would say that Rusty can speed Zeb skip. And we're going to see Salty come down here and check Fire Fleas.
Yeah, all right, sure.
Hey, more E.
Yeah. It's like the Rush E seed.
That's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes every other thing you check is an E-tank, almost like half the majors are E-tanks or reserve tanks.
I think he's hoping for Ice Beam, or, I mean, what else? I mean, Wave, maybe.
Ice, Wave,
yeah, Boots.
High Jump.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not going to get any of them.
No. Best I can do is Phaser after you have Plasma. Sorry, bro.
So there is one small mercy if you face tank Spazer after having Plasma in Dash Randomizer. The devs did fix that so it does not activate the Spazer beam. You don't have to have the menu of shame.
Yeah, that's really cool. I like that a lot. So that's like quality of life.
Rusty probably didn't go for Baby Skip just because of lack of wave beam.
It looked like he didn't, yeah.
I do believe that it still saves a fair amount of time to go for, but, you know, I am not arguing with Rusty at all. Rusty is a far superior Super Metroid player if compared to me.
And also, like, when you're in the middle of a seed like this, you have reasons for making some of these choices sometimes. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but, like, I'm sure he's got some internal logic or conversation going in there why that was a bad idea. He's just like, nah, just not worth.
Yeah, ultimately, I wouldn't surprise me if it only saves like a second or two, and then just the amount of effort to do it isn't worth that second.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't like you're not trying to shave 9/10 of a second to take the world record off any percent or 100% here. This is rando, and like the margins are usually much larger than what you would save taking bigger risks like that.
And we see here, because of the beam combination, Rusty taking a safety save before Mother Brain, which in all likelihood is going to seal the victory, even if something catastrophic happens here.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that Salty still has to go through Meridia and then still has to get back to Torian.
Yeah. Yes, it's not looking too bright for our bird, but I mean, I think he put on a really good show, a really good race. He was ahead for a good chunk. Speaking of being ahead, I wasn't paying attention to that. We should probably swap over to Rusty. Unambiguously ahead at this point. I don't know. Salty Mike could still pull it out. Yeah.
No. Yeah, we should definitely be on Rusty's audio, and that's completely on me for forgetting to do that.
No.
I always forget to do that.
Yeah, I forget way too often. But it's all good.
Also, I'm pretty sure Rusty has played low ice, and this is the exact beam combination you would have in low ice.
I'm sure he's plenty comfortable, especially with, like, what was it you said? 10,000 E-tanks? No, 6. No, but he's got 7.
7.
10,001 E-tanks.
Will we see stand-up? And meantime, we have Salty taking on the Snake with the worst hitbox in the game.
Can you even damage Mother Brain worth with just ice at stand-up? I can't imagine that would be worth.
So stand-up glitch in this case would not be worth for the damage. It would be worth because you can position the baby Metroid to be faster.
Yeah, okay. Still, I don't know.
Salty seeing the 400th E-tank in this seed. Just all E. Oops, all E.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling Rusty was counting because switching to ammo now.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. race. That was a cool morph at the end of that jump. I gotta remember that move.
All right,
like,
there we
never
go.
do
We've got
that.
catch up.
Yep. Just a few more slaps to the face just for fun.
Though I will say one thing. I did not see Rusty start out with the low ice strat of using ice shields for the first couple hits.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't feel it was necessary with as much ammo as he's got. But now he's doing it. Oh, there you go. Oh, look at that. Just for fun. He heard you.
Okay. Yeah, 10 minutes ago, he heard me call for an ice shield and pulled it off. I like it.
I'm
and here's Salty. You know, Salty going in here to this Kraid fight, really no shame to be had here in this seed. This has been excellent play by Salty. And honestly, there is a not insignificant chance that Salty will have, well, Salty should have all the bosses down. I don't think he's got enough time to make it to Torian, though. Because it always feels better to be in Torian, you know, when your opponent finishes, if you're going to lose.
Yeah. Yeah, he would be really surprised to see how close it was at certain points during the race, and played super well. So both runners amazing. Speaking of which, does the robot thing work again? Let's see. Let's find out. Hey, follow the runners. They're running and they're awesome. Salty Pigeon and Iron Rusty. So there they are.
Absolutely. If you're not already following these runners, it is a crime against Super Metroid. Please follow these runners. It's free for you to follow, and it shows support for them. Win-win all around.
And I know Salty doesn't stream that often, so it's not like you're going to get a bunch of annoying notifications. But when you do get them, you'd be like, "Oh, Salty Pigeon."
And while you're out there following people to show support, follow Incompetent Perfectionist. Incompetent Perfectionist is up here talking, helping me stay on point, not only with making sure that I track things and switch audio when I should, but also just, you know, an overall good human being. Give Incompetent a follow.
Yeah, and same for JXB Adam, because tracking and calming at the same time is pretty amazing. That deserves a follow. Come on, what's it gonna hurt you? All right, enough with that.
Absolutely nothing, because I don't stream. And Iron Rusty into the escape as Salty racing through Meridia. Let's go.
Let's do it. Get to Torian. Just get to Torian before, you know, just get to Torian before Rusty gets out. That would be a
blue
victory.
Bomber. I am so sad, but that's okay.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to bomb it another time.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where if you don't practice it, then, you know, you're never, why would you do it in a race?
It's also, it's like, you know, risk differential, right? Like, to save how much time or to look X amount cooler, you take a risk of having to go back and do it again. You know,
it makes you look 20% cooler.
You might be lowballing. It does look pretty cool, but like, I think it might save you like 5% time, but it increases your swag by like 90% at least.
Oh, it has a chance where you just have to go back and redo your spark. Rusty through Parlor approaching the ship.
Oh, all right. Sorry, Salty, not going to get to Torian. But, you know, GG to Rusty, GG to Salty, GG's to everyone. You all get GG's. Look under your chair. There's a GG under there.
All right, so Iron Rusty has finished with an official racetime.gg time of 56 minutes and 52 seconds. And shortly thereafter, Salty said, you know what, I'm just throwing in the towel. But we see continuing to play, so maybe we'll get one or both of them in here for an interview.
Yeah, that's something to watch at least. I see Rusty's probably be here in a minute. Speaking of which, there he is.
That's right, we're joined by our race winner, Iron Rusty. Rusty, GG's.
GG.
Yeah. Good work.
Thanks for covering
that one. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on your mind as you start the mysteries, and I knew it was Major Minor right away, and then I knew it was Vanilla Map right away, so I knew what to do. But
Nice.
I mean, I wanted to focus on trying to do KR, go KR, if I could, and so I stuck with it, and it paid off to just go to Croc and try, not backtrack. What I was tempted when I got Vari's suit to just go back up, which seems backwards, but sometimes that can be the. I mean, that's more of an SM rat play, I guess. But anyway.
Yeah, we're joined by our runner-up this evening, Salty Pigeon. GG, Salty.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, thanks for the race.
Yeah, GG's Rusty.
Yeah, and Rusty, funny you should say what you're just saying, because that gravity suit at Croc, that was a major turning point in your favor, because believe it or not, Salty was actually ahead for a good portion of the beginning of the race. And Salty abandoned Upper Norfair before going to Croc, and you did not, and that's where it all went around. But Salty, you played awesome, dude. You kept up really well. Like, I hope you watch this video. It's pretty cool to see. And you know, Rusty, you were amazing. You just blasted through everything. You know, like you said, once you knew what you were doing, you're just like, okay, just buckle up and just go, right? And that was really cool to see.
I was really disappointed in myself at the beginning. I was not playing well compared to my practice seeds.
Well, that's when you were ahead.
I know, weird, right? But I just wasn't doing the little things properly. I wasn't getting my fundamentals right, and I did want to go to Croc early. I absolutely did. I know I came back and I tried the gate glitch, and I just wasn't getting it. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste time here and do that, so I'm just going to leave. And that was a huge problem for me. Because that's where gravity was, which we found later.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing wrong with the seed. The seed was great. Rusty's a great competitor. I remember him from Rando League 4. Got a lot of respect for Rusty, and I'm glad I got to race him. I just wish that I stuck to my fundamentals earlier, because I know I could play better than that. But I did play okay, especially once I settled in and I started moving at the other end of the seed. Even when I was behind, I'm guessing, I felt like I was playing better later in the seed, movement-wise. Decision-wise, I kind of felt like Croc was going to bite me, and it did. But that's one of those 50-50 choices, and I just have to live with that, and that's okay.
You pulled off that trick twice with the wave gate and waterway. You pulled off that trick twice, and then the third time it bit you. Because you like, and that's, I think what you did was the right move. Like that, like if you're trying something and you just can't get it, like sometimes you got to abandon it. And like, and yeah, like the first two, it didn't hurt you at all, as X-ray and ice is what you lost from those two. But like,
ice was what I really wanted, and I yeah, for some reason I just couldn't get that darn jump in waterway. I'm like, what's wrong with me? But instead of wasting time, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Because I know I have backups and I can do other things. So the seed was good and the seed was fun. I just messed up a couple little things in the beginning that if I would have nailed, then I felt I would have been more confident going forward, and I think we would have got a more tight, more fun race. Maybe both of us would have been in Torian at the end if that worked out.
It was pretty close, but I mean, yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, and I swear I put a timer up. I don't know why it's not working, but there is a timer on my stream. So I'm sorry about that. I see that it's cool up there.
It is cool. But, it's cool. Timer or not, it's cool.
And Adam asked me to show off my bomb jumping skills, which I finally fixed from last year. So at some point during this end screen here, I'm going to unpause and bomb jump all the way to the top of landing site.
10 minutes ago?
Yeah, or 5 minutes ago, or whatever it was.
Okay,
so,
sure. All right, cool.
So that's going to happen. But
that's
something to watch as you're leaving the stream tonight.
For everyone who's watched this game at least like 1,000 times, if you want to see some riveting bomb jumping, don't turn that channel. It's a phenomenal, fun, great time to watch. You know?
Yeah, goofiness.
Yeah. So Rusty, I know you probably deduced it was shifted bosses.
Mhm.
How funny was it when you got to wreck ship and found out it was surprise?
No, I mean, I knew it could have been either way, but yeah, every time I was going into a boss, I was like, I better get it for Ridley. I don't want to have to be doing ice shots. I'd better farm, and so then it's like, get all my supers back, and then okay, it's not Ridley, and then that happened 3 times. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not mad, but it was just
Yeah,
kind of
no.
funny to be like so cautious, knowing that I only had charge ice and a ton of supers, but I was like, I want to have my supers because it's worth the time. So I felt like it was with the
No,
and then I never found Ridley. Ridley escaped the planet.
He's on vacation,
gone.
summertime.
He turned
You know,
into a one-eyed ghost.
He's off doing a Smash tour.
I was happy not to see him.
Yeah.
But I always made sure I had enough supers just in case it happened. But yeah, that was the first surprise seed I've done in a while, so it was kind of cool
Were
to see
you
2 Fantunes.
surprised, either of you?
I was.
Yeah. Surprise. All right, we got one surprise. Rusty, were you surprised? Huh? Yeah.
Whoa.
Ah. Oh, what's that? Oh, geez.
Riveting comedy.
Oh, Fantoon. Ah.
Yeah.
A ghost.
Ghost, boo!
I was saying,
afraid to know,
nice. I was saying I would have loved an all Fantoon seed because then I could start a Super Metroid creepypasta, just like the haunted rando racers. Ooh, there was an old man who sold me a rando seed at a yard sale, and whatever.
Is it haunted Norfair? Is that
No.
haunted warehouse?
And then Ridley flew at the
haunted
screen, and it went to static. Whatever.
After the second Fantoon, I was really hoping for Oops All Fantoon.
Yeah.
I was ready for the ghost over and over again.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Salty, but we have something extremely exciting about to happen on the screen. We have bomb jumping about to occur. If anyone wants to see this phenomenal technology in action, then now is the time. We have bomb jumping happening on the surface of Crateria, folks. The Zebians or Zebesians or whatever.
Zebesians, I guess. There we go.
Whatever. Yeah,
I was getting used to the
they
high
haven't
jump
seen
boots.
anything like this, folks. Oh my God, it's incredible. It's a beautiful, phenomenal sight to see. Look at that. It's like a swan swimming in the lake of bomb jumping, I guess. I don't know.
Trying to escape the planet.
All the way. Yeah, go home. Fly home, little Salty. You can do it all the way to the moon. Go.
I do make it all the way to the top.
So what you guys are saying is this is the my people need me bomb jump. Got it.
Yes. Do it.
Watch out for the cloud when you get to the top there. Yeah.
And then when you got to the top, Ridley was there.
Yeah.
All right. Did either of you have any final thoughts on this seed?
Yes, in all seriousness, it was a fun seed. I wish fundamentally I was more sound at the beginning, but it was a great seed, and Rusty's a great competitor. It was a pleasure to compete against them, and I wish them the best of luck next week.
Thanks, Salty. Thanks for the race. Thanks, everybody, for covering it.
And I mean, I can't top the bomb jump.
And I know, it was so good, right?
I appreciate. Thank you guys.
Took me forever.
Thank you guys for an amazing race. Thank you, Adam, for coming with me and tracking amazingly. Thank you, Chat, Audra, and Glove, and Crane. Or was it Glove in here? I thought Glove was. Anyway, whoever else that I missed, Hefe, all of y'all, thank you. Thanks to the organizers, Speed Gaming, whatever. Anyone got any final thoughts before we do the thing?
I'm just going to say GG's Rusty, good luck next week. GG's Salty, good luck next week. And then I'm going to let all of our viewers know that we have 2 matches going on currently on Speed Gaming 5. We have Papa Schmo versus Leslie Pro 04. And on Speed Gaming Prime, we have Crazed Gamer versus Freddy in 3K.
And 10 races tomorrow, so tons of 4th of July stuff.
Get it. Lots of Metroid going on right now.
All right, and that's going to bring us to a close of this presentation of the 2024 Super Metroid Dash Randomizer Tournament. We had Salty Pigeon versus Iron Rusty, It started out close, but Rusty's movement advantage just pulled away. And that's okay. That's sometimes how the random seeds go. One croc. Oh, just one croc. Anyway, thank you to the SpeedGaming and the SpeedGaming family of networks for allowing us to restream on your channels. Without you, we can't restream. I won't thank the tracker because that's me, and I just
thank
do
him
this.
anyway.
Okay,
Thank him
fine.
anyway.
Thank you to our tracker tonight,
Yeah.
JXB Adam, for
Thank you,
stepping in and tracking and clicking buttons and not messing up too badly. And thank you to chat for showing up and watching this wonderful race and sharing your knowledge with me, an incompetent perfectionist up here on comms, especially the things that we didn't know.
Yeah,
and with
seriously.
that, head over to Speed Gaming Prime if you want to see Crazed Gamer versus Freddie Nick, or head over to Speed Gaming 5 for Papa Schmo versus Leslie Pro 04. And on behalf of the entire crew, me, an incompetent perfectionist, I will say, see you all next mission.
Bye.